I'd like to talk a little bit about manipulating entire columns and rows of data. So what happens if you have a data table and you're not particularly happy with the order of the columns, the order of the rows, or you'd like to even delete or add columns and rows? Well, there are a few tools that you can leverage in order to do this. So let's go ahead and go up to cell A1, and I'll just type A1 here in the name box and hit enter. The first thing I'll show you how to do here is add a column. So let's say that in between columns E and F, state and effective date, I'd like to add a column, and this column will let me know whether the state has taxes or not. So I can right-click on column F, and you'll see something here called Insert. If I select that particular command, I've just added a column to my data set. Now you'll notice that all the columns to the right of this new column that I've added shifted over. And now I can fill in this column just as I would with any other cell in Excel. In order to delete this column, I can simply right-click and select Delete. And I can do the same thing with rows. I can add a row by clicking on the location where I want the new row added, right-click, click on Insert, and I can delete that row, right-click, and select Delete. Now if I wanted to add more than one column or row, I would simply highlight the number of columns or rows that I would require, right-click, and select Insert. And as you can see, Excel added the number of rows that I've just selected there. I can do the same thing with columns. I'm highlighting 3 columns, so Excel is going to add 3 columns. Very good. Let me go ahead and hit undo several times so I can return my spreadsheet to that state. And there's going to be times where you'll want to change the order of columns. So for example, let's say that I want product description right next to customer instead of state. What I can do there is select product description, and I'm going to right-click and select cut. Now cut will actually cut out that particular column and place it into the location where I specify. And I'm going to specify that it goes right here, right before column E. Select Insert Cut Cells, and now my product description column is in the place where I want it. I can do the same thing with a set of rows. I can select row 6 through row 19 and say that I don't want these rows here. I actually want them down further. I can right-click this set of rows, select Cut, go down to the place where I want them, and I'll go to row 44, and I'll right-click, select Insert Cut Cells. And now the cells that I've cut out up top are pasted in this location. At this point, you should feel fairly comfortable with the different methods of getting data into Excel and navigating your data tables. From here, you'll explore some of the different techniques used to find, filter, and sort your data tables.